Hey everyone, it took me many weeks, but I was finally able to beat Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess, and I'm ready to discuss my feelings towards the game. I'm going to be going over the pros and the cons, and after that I'm going to give my final rating score and how I really feel about the game. So anyway, let's get into it. Set on a mountain in Japan in time long past, you're you're this guardian called So, and you're defending this priestess called Yoshiro, trying to purge the mountain of this ancient evil called the Seed, and it's basically like an escort mission, but there's a little more to it beyond just being an escort mission. You're basically rescuing villagers and trying to purge purge these flower-like things to get more of those orb-like things. I'm not really sure what they're called. I forgot what they are, but the point is you're going to be using them to spend money to make classes out of them. You can you've got the woodcutter, the archer, the spearman, the sumo healer, and the marksman and the cannoneer. You're going to be using them to set up positions, eh, and you're also going to be help. You're going to be having them help you defend. And Yoshiro, she does her dance through a clear line while you're trying to defend her from the seed. And you're not just having them do it for you. You're also having this handyman help you out, and he's he's basically setting up these contraptions the like this like the stand that gives the marksman and the bow and arrow ar- the archer to help you pick out seed from the sky, and you also set up cannons and these torii gates. And speaking of torii gates, once you get to the end after defending the seed, after defending Yoshiro from the seed, you go through this dance, and if you uh, if you get this upgrade, right, you basically help you basically heal Yoshiro while purging the seed, purifying a certain section of the mountain. But some stages are set in two phases, and depending on the stage, you may encounter more as you go along, which brings me to the battle mechanic. If there are certain parts where at some point Yoshiro has to stop, and once she stops, this is your time where you have to defend her throughout the night from the seed. And it's got this timer on here which shows the moon. It goes up kind of like a clock. At the if you are if you're successful in defending her, she will keep going, and she will eventually get there, and you will win on the stage. But if you lose, you have to go back. And believe me, I lost so many times that I've got quite angry at the game. I was so tempted to throw my Steam Deck across the room, but I kept pushing, and I was able to get through all the stages. And while it may not be necessary, but it'll help you on the long run, you can go back and have the villagers help you fix up the the village, or or the swamp, or maybe excuse me, like around the lake. They they help you they help you get these points for you, and they also give you these things called emaki, which show you what the enemies are and what the character classes look like, and they also show a description of what what they used to be before they became all evil. And going through the bosses, they're all unique in their own way. Some of them were awesome, while some were frustrating, like the Yatsukahagi. That fucker would always run across the entire stage, and I was so angry, and I actually had to divide up my forces in order to keep the pressure on. But this this game, it's a very unique game. It's like something that came out of the PS2 era, or from the 2000s, and it is it is almost unlike any other game I've played. Like, I mean, it's not really, but it kind of reminds me of Pikmin, but it takes place in Japan, and it's the gameplay can be quite brutal at times, but it can actually get pretty fun to get used to it. And and believe me, I I was I just lost so many times, but at the same time I was addicted. It was just too much fun for me. This this game, it will it it makes you think. It makes you think about where to set up your forces, which classes to choose, and how to spend your money wisely. It's a very brutal game if you don't know what you're doing, but if you take the time and you have the patience, I can guarantee you that it's it's a very very fun game. And if you if Capcom hasn't already, I would love to have a physical edition of this, because the only reason why I bought this for Steam, for my Steam Deck, is because it's digital, and I have a PS5 with a disc drive, so it'll be a waste if I didn't have one that I couldn't put physically into the to the disc drive. But that's neither here nor there. But this this game, while it may be brutal at times, and it it may overwhelm you with its battle mechanics, this game it's this game is a lot of fun. I'm really glad that Capcom made this for us, because other otherwise just would have been boring, a bit too easy for me. But if I had to give this game a score, I think I would have to give it a 9 out of 10. This game is so good, and I strongly urge all of you to get this if you have the time and the money for it. But Capcom, please, we want a physical edition of this. We don't just want digital. I mean, we don't even know how long it'll be around for, and I don't want to spend most of my life pining for a physical edition. So please give us one to us. And while you're at it, when are you going to show us a trailer of Pragmata? It's been quite a while, but uh, what? Well, I don't work at Capcom, so. But that all having been said, this this game is awesome. All right, if any of you have a Steam Deck or a PS5 or a Series X, buy it. You will not regret it. Anyway, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. But on a side note, I saw Alien Romulus last night. It was the most intense horror movie I've seen in years. Strong 9 out of 10 for that one, but mini review aside, I'll see all of you later, and have a good day.